Hey guys, what's up? This is Jordan Crook with TechCrunch, and today I am here with some familiar faces. So we have Unity Stokes and Stephen Krein, who are both the co-founders of StartUp Health. We actually interviewed these guys just a couple days ago, but today we're here to meet the entrepreneurs. So why don't you tell me what exactly is happening today?
Thanks, Jordan. We're super excited to be here. Today is the inaugural class of healthcare transformers from the StartUp Health Academy. So we're getting together for the first time. There's 10 sort of entrepreneurs getting together to collaborate, to learn, and sort of figure out how we can help each other sort of build our businesses together.
So I'm really excited to meet these entrepreneurs. What can I expect from them, though?
You can expect a whole variety of both ages, stages, and types of businesses that they're working on. It ranges all the way from two 20-year-old guys who dropped out of college, got Thiel fellowships to work on transforming healthcare, all the way to, there's 5 serial entrepreneurs, but one of them is his second time building a company in this space. He sold his last company to WebMD. And what's interesting is that this workshop, where you see behind me, there's breakout sessions. It will occur 4 times over the next year, and then there'll be web workshops with the same group throughout the year. And it's broken down into modules, and the modules are supposed to not only give the entrepreneurs time to think about different problems in their business, but work together. And so they're sharing right now the results of the last exercise that we did. And this curriculum is driving the entire program.
That's so awesome. Okay, well, I'm really excited to meet them, so let's not waste any more time. Let's just go talk to the entrepreneurs. Jeff Holove, why don't you tell us what you're all about?
Yeah, well, we're talking about how to disrupt healthcare and solve the problems that are part of the system. And sometimes the best way to solve that problem is to not get in the system in the first place. So Basis is part of the prevention side of this equation. We make a device connected to a cloud service. This device is full of sensors tracking how you're living your life. We then, at the cloud service, interpret that data, show you how you're living your life versus how you think you might be, and then more importantly, show you how you can live life a little bit better.
So how do you plan on competing with things like, the Nike Fuel Band? And I realize those are more fitness devices and this is more health-based, but obviously they're much more mainstream, much more resources behind them. How do you plan on disrupting with that?
Yeah, well, I think part of the answer is, rising tides float all boats, and I think it's goodness. There's goodness that the consumers are seeing more and more ways of solving this problem. In our case, we have a very different take, a much more science-rich take. We have 5 sensors running in this device all the time, including really sophisticated things like getting at your heart rate throughout the course of your normal day. All the other devices that are on the market that you've mentioned are accelerometer based, which means fundamentally they measure motion and then they try to extrapolate insights from that, and our data is just much richer.
Zeel.com, Z-E-E-L, is about helping consumers find and book an appointment with an alternative healthcare practitioner, like a massage therapist, an acupuncturist, a chiropractor, physical therapist, and so on.
So right now that's actually pretty difficult. There are a lot of steps involved. So how do you plan on disrupting?
We're basically cutting out the middleman, so you don't have to necessarily go to your insurer, you don't have to necessarily ask your doctor, you take charge of your own health, you come to the website and you find these people, and everything's transparent, pricing, appointment availability.
Awesome. So what led you to StartUp Health?
I wanted to be a part of this great group of healthcare transformers and just learn all about the healthcare system and meet a lot of the people that I need to do partnerships with.
I'm CEO and co-founder of Direct Dermatology. We provide timely access to top US dermatologists for patients and primary care providers to get answers about their skin problems anywhere and anytime.
So it sounds like a pretty revolutionary system, but how do you plan on making money?
We will make money based on contracting with health plans that are now looking for ways to provide better access for patients at lower costs. In addition, we're also providing a direct-to-consumer service. Consumers that are looking to access our service out of convenience, not having to travel to the dermatologist's office, wait in those long wait times in those waiting rooms.
So Medivo is focused on, we provide free tools to physicians and patients, and we take care of the care virtually in between physician visits, which really doesn't happen right now.
So when you came into StartUp Health, did you feel like it was a really competitive process? I know that you're one of the more experienced entrepreneurs, but why StartUp Health?
So I've known Steve for a while, so we had sort of talked about it and I've seen it evolve over the last year or so. So for me, it was really interesting because I wanted to see what other companies are doing and peers. So for me, I'm getting a lot out of other companies that are here and what they're working on. And so my last company, MedSite, which we sold to WebMD some years back, was focused just on the physicians. And here we're also working with patients. So I think I can learn a lot from some of the other companies that are focused on the consumer side.
We think that our biggest social problems are going to be solved by people changing their day-to-day lives and changing their habits that are unhealthy. And so Daily Feats are all about giving people a place where they can celebrate those positive actions they take on every day. So you come to Daily Feats and set up a goal that's relevant to you, whether it's to be a better dad, whether it's to work out more, whether it's to just live more healthy, and we'll help you get there by giving you suggestions, giving you reminders, and giving you celebrations every day you can be proud about.
So what kind of inspired this?
Well, I think that, we got ourselves into the problems we're in one hamburger at a time, and we need to reverse out of it one fresh fruit at a time. And it's going to take a generation or two to reorientate society to where it's got to go. So if you're going to build a startup to revolutionize health, then let's focus on a really big problem. And I think behavior and habits are the crux of solving a lot of what we face today.
So we are getting towards the end of the day here at the Startup Health inaugural class launch. I'm with the co-founders again, Unity Stokes and Stephen Crine. How do you guys feel about the day? Was it a success?
It's just been such an inspiring and energizing day to be around 10 amazing healthcare transformers. These are the passionate entrepreneurs who are really trying to make a difference in health technology and healthcare.
What about you? How do you feel about the day?
Wow. Well, we sat down at 8 o'clock this morning. I don't think anybody here even knew each other, but for a little bit of introductions that had been made at different events. And so what you had was 10 strangers sit down at 8 o'clock this morning, and I think if you look around the room, and a lot of the people you met spent the day collaborating and talking to each other about things that we actually put into tool form. So we gave entrepreneurs mini tools and modules throughout the day that gave them opportunity to think about a different challenge that they're having in their business. It might be, as an example, how to think about their customers' biggest challenges, their customers' biggest opportunities, and their customers' biggest strengths, and even who their primary customer is, and allow them to have a discussion about that with another entrepreneur in the healthcare space. And so little mini modules like that throughout the day, giving the entrepreneurs a time to discuss with each other their business in a very structured format, so it's not a lot of ad hoc discussion, became breakthrough type results that ended up as a result of each one of these conversations.